Okay, so in this video we're going to just finish out the we're going to finish out the notes, and then on the next couple videos we'll do the examples. So let's define an inscribed angle. So if you remember, an inscribed angle is just an angle inside of a circle where the vertex is on the edge of the circle. So a central angle is where, you know, just picture like a pizza slice. Like whenever you pull a slice of pizza out from the like the main pie, I guess, you're pulling it out of the central angle. An inscribed angle is, so like for example, that's a central angle, and GBF was an inscribed angle because all the points are on the circle. Here the vertex is in the middle. Here the vertex is on the circle. So an inscribed angle is an angle inside a circle with all points being on the circle. And then a central angle is an angle inside a circle with the vertex, and the vertex is just the point of the angle, basically. An angle inside a circle with the vertex at the center of the circle. So again, an inscribed angle would be something like GBF. Like if you took away all these other points and just left GBF, this is an inscribed angle because all the points are on the edge of the circle. This would be a central angle because the vertex is at the center of the circle. So, for the, let me scoot this up just a little bit. Okay, so for this picture right here, you have A, B, X, and O. O is the center of the circle. In this picture, the central angle is, that's going to be angle AOB. AOB. The minor arc is just AB, so arc AB. And the major arc is going to be, well, it can't be AB because from A to B with nothing in between is just there to there. The major arc is all this piece. So like if you take the long way to get from A to B, so that includes point X. So the major arc is going to be the arc symbol and then AXB because we got to include X to go all the way around there. Okay? And let's just finish these off here. When we measure a major or minor arc of a circle, they are measured in degrees. I just wanted to refresh you. We have inches, feet, meters, liters, pounds, kilograms. Well, angles are measured in degrees, and then arcs are also measured in degrees. The measure of the minor arc, so the smaller one, the shortest distance between any 2 points that we're looking at on a circle, the measure of the minor arc is the same measurement as the central angle. So for example, if we flip this back over, and if this angle measure, AOB, if this is 30 degrees, then I can also say this minor arc AB is also considered 30 degrees. So if that's 30 degrees, this is 30 degrees. Okay. So yeah, minor arc is the same measurement as the central angle. Part 3 says the measure of blank arc is calculated by subtracting the measure of the central angle by 360 degrees. Well, that's going to be the measure of the measure of the major arc is calculated by subtracting the measure of the central angle by 360 degrees. Going back here. If this is 30 degrees, that means the minor arc AB is 30 degrees because the minor arc and the central angle have the same measurement. Well, if this is 30 degrees from A to B, how many degrees is a circle? You know, for all you basketball fans, if I were to I would need a trampoline. If I did a 360 dunk, that means I start facing the goal. I make a complete circle with my body to where I'm facing the goal again. I turn around once and then I cram it home. It's called a 360 dunk because you made a complete circle, 360 degrees. So if this is 30 degrees, what's the measure of my major arc? Well, my major arc is going to be 360 minus this little piece here because that's already accounted for. This is 30. Which means this is going to be 360 minus 30, which is going to be, so AXB would be 330 degrees. The measure of the major arc is calculated by subtracting the measure of the central angle by 360. That's what we just did just a second ago. And then lastly, and then let me wrap this up. Remember that a semicircle, so a semicircle just looks something like that. Semi means half. A half circle, that's not perfect, but you get the idea. A half circle has a measure of, well, 360 cut in half is 180. And then a full circle has a measure of 360. So, guys, when we do the examples, and then whenever I give you the worksheets, if you're completely confused on how to do something, you need to take it upon yourself to look over these notes because your answer is going to be somewhere in these notes.